Hello, I'm Gary Muldoon, Managing Director of Sports Reporter. Just want to tell you exactly what we do at Sports Reporter. It's sportsreporter.co.uk, by the very nature of its title, is a web-based service that we're taking into all schools throughout the country. It really started in 2006 when we came up with the concept. It took us until 2009, the tail end of 2009, to get it to a point where we could take it to market. It's been checked out at central government level, it's been checked out at local authority level to make sure that it is safeguard security for the children. Safeguarding is paramount when it comes to Sports Reporter. So how does it work? Sports Reporter has a three-pronged attack. Firstly, what we wanted to do was to celebrate children's success. Now, we know fully that you celebrate the success of your children in school. What we wanted to do was stand on the rooftops and shout as loud as we can and tell everybody how good our children are. Now, we're not just about winners when it comes to Sports Reporter. We really do want to include every single child. It may be the fact that one of your little ones went to the swimming bath yesterday and for the first time swam a width without their armbands. What a fantastic achievement for that child. So what we want to do, because we've got an infinite amount of space, is we want to tell everybody about every single one of our children and tell them how good we are. Now, in order to do that, we wanted to turn it on its head, and we want the children to write their own reports. So by doing that, we're encouraging more literacy, and we want them to write their own reports, so we're using their words, their language, and get them to use their writing skills more. And we've been asked by a number of local authorities, can we help in delivering these messages to young children? And the messages around topics such as social inclusion, antisocial behaviour, healthy lifestyles, which fits very well with the Healthy Schools programme, anti-racism, anti-bullying, and lots of other subjects. So what we've done is we've put a programme together where on the left hand side of our home screen and every page within the website, we have little images on the left hand side of the screen that fade in and out. And we work with organisations such as Kick It Out, which is an international body about kick racism out of football. We also work with the Premiership football clubs and the Super League rugby clubs in Show Racism the Red Card. We're official partners with the Departments for Health on delivering the Change for Life campaign to a young audience. We're also official partners with the British Olympic Association in delivering aspiration for children to become the next Olympians. Now, it's all about making sure that these children are aware that there are safety nets available and there's help and support out there for them. What we've done over the last 4 months is we've developed our own unique Report Bully button. This came about, and I'll mention Facebook very quickly in passing, but we're not a social networking site and never ever will be. But in the media last year, they were pulled to one side for not having a panic button on their website. That panic button was a link to an organisation called CEOPS, which is the Child Exploitation and Online Protection Organisation, which is run by the police. Now, as much as I have had to put my child head on, my 10-year-old head, my 7-year-old head, my 14-year-old head, and clicked onto CEOPS, I do not feel that there's enough instant response and help for the children that need it instantly. So we've developed our own unique Report Bully button, which to the best of our knowledge is the fastest anonymous report bullying system in the world. It's definitely the quickest in this country. The way it works is very, very simple. If I'm one of your pupils and I'm using Sports Reporter because I've been told by the school it's a very safe environment, I'm used to going on there, writing reports about what I've done, reading all of my reports, seeing photographs, seeing videos, etc. And I've got a bullying problem. On each page there's a button there that says Report Bullying. If I click that button as a pupil, what happens is that then is delivered back to head office at Sports Reporter and notified that Gary Muldoon, one of the pupils in St Peter and Paul's Primary School, has clicked the bully button. If that happens on 4 occasions, we'll then report that back to the school. One of two things is happening there. Either I am too scared to go any further with it, or I feel embarrassed about it, or the other option is that I'm just messing about. And as a child, you can't get around those that are just going to mess around. That's why we filter those first 4. However, once I've clicked that Report Bullying button, 4 boxes appear on screen. One that says I'm being bullied, one that says someone else is being bullied, the other one says I'd like to talk about something different, or a close button that closes the screen down. If I click on one of those boxes, a little text box appears and I type in what my problem may be. So every morning at break time, Ryan kicks me in the shins and takes my milk off me and my dinner money. Now that then instantly is reported back to our head office. We know what's happened, we've seen the message. More importantly, that message is also instantly delivered to the school in question. So they know that the child, Gary Muldoon, has that problem in their school, and they can help to sort it out very, very quickly and nip in the bud any horror stories that we just read all too often about and see on the news. So they're the kind of things that we like to do with Sports Reporter in delivering all these services to the young children and giving them support networks so they don't have to suffer in silence. Thirdly, because of our involvement with the professional football clubs that I mentioned to you very briefly before, we've now been given lots and lots of merchandise from these sporting bodies. Plus I've contacted equestrian centres, ballet schools, golf clubs, music teachers, Dell for computers, and the list is growing and growing. We have cinema tickets, we have concert tickets, we have iTunes vouchers, and all these we're using as prizes now to run our monthly competitions on Sports Reporter. The competitions are based on literacy, numeracy, ICT, art, geography, etc. And we link in as close to the national curriculum as possible. So for example, if writing for a purpose this term was poetry, our competition in literacy would be to write a poem about your favourite sports star or club. The children can enter as many times as they want to. Once we have our competitions up and running, we like them to enter as many times as possible, purely and simply because the more times we get competition entries, the better it'll work, and the more the children are working, the more they're getting used to their literacy, the more they're doing numeracy, and the more they're doing the ICT and other subjects. We pick our competition winners at the end of every month, and those winners then get a prize from our pot of prizes. Now they vary from match day tickets to go and watch your favourite team with your family, signed Premiership football shirts, signed Super League rugby shirts. We also have 5 hours private horse riding lessons, we have Dell notebooks and laptops, we have private music lessons, we have cinema tickets, we have concert tickets, and we have iTunes vouchers, mobile phones, and that list is growing and growing and growing every month. And what we want to do is we want to dangle a massive big carrot in front of these children and say to them, look, if you do more writing, if you do more maths, if you do more ICT, you now stand a chance of winning some of these fantastic prizes. There was an article in the Daily Mail last year called Can Prizes Push Pupils? The outcome of that article by these professors was that yes, it can, provided it's done in the correct way. We believe we're doing it in the correct way because we're not saying to them enter an art competition and win a packet of felt tips that they can go down the local shop and buy for £2.50. It is a big carrot that we're dangling. So in all, what we do with Sports Reporters is we celebrate success, we deliver the vital important messages to the children, and we run the monthly competitions in order for the children to be motivated and get more actively involved in those subjects. We also run competitions for each individual school, so the school over a calendar month that has the most input from their pupils stands a chance of winning a prize, and those prizes range from sports kits for the school, there may be reading material for the school or PE equipment. So some fantastic prizes which helps the school to get their initial investment back. Now to enrol the school for a full 12-month period, once during that 12 months, if you give us at least 4 weeks notice, we'll come out to school and we'll get involved with an event that's taking part. We bring along clipboards, we've got little bowler hats and jackets we press on the back so we get the kids dressed up. We bring our cameras and our video equipment so we get children involved in taking still photographs and action photographs and using video equipment of action and sporting events. That work that they do the following day is seen live on the website, and obviously of course it goes without saying that members of staff that come out and have any contact with children are all CRB advanced cleared and have photographic ID. The whole package that we put together for you, we're just trying to make it so it's an administration fee because we're a not-for-profit organisation and we like to put all our profit back into the community. So the one-off administration fee for the whole 12 months is £250. So is it something that we can get you involved in while we're here?